Welcome back to Elevate Thought. Let me ask you something. Have you ever felt that surge of pure motivation? A lightning bolt of inspiration that made you feel like you could conquer the world? You started something new, a gym membership, a business idea, a new language, a promise to wake up at 5 a.m. every single day. For a week, maybe two, you were unstoppable. You felt powerful. And then, it faded. The fire went out. 2 weeks later, you couldn't even recognize that hyper-motivated version of yourself. The gym card gathered dust. The business plan sat untouched. And then came the worst part. You blamed yourself. You thought, I'm just not motivated enough, or I lack willpower. Today, we're tearing that idea apart. We're talking about why motivation is an unreliable friend, a fleeting emotion that sets us up for failure, and why its quiet, less glamorous cousin discipline is the only thing that will actually change your life. Let's talk about Daniel. One Tuesday night, Daniel is scrolling through videos and stumbles upon a powerful motivational speech. The speaker is electric. The message is clear. Take control of your destiny. Daniel feels a jolt. This is it. This is the sign he's been waiting for. He grabs a notebook and furiously writes down his goals. Wake up at 5 a.m., meditate, run 3 miles, work on my side hustle for 2 hours, read 30 pages. He sets 5 different alarms. He lays out his gym clothes. He feels like the main character in a movie. The next morning, the 5 a.m. alarm is jarring, but the leftover excitement from last night pushes him out of bed. He feels unstoppable. He completes his entire routine. For 1 week, he is a machine of perfect consistency. Then, reality hits. A project at work becomes incredibly stressful, demanding late nights. He gets only 5 hours of sleep. The 5 a.m. alarm feels less like an opportunity and more like a punishment. The thought of a warm bed feels infinitely better than the cold morning air. That initial, powerful excitement, it's gone, replaced by fatigue and the dull weight of obligation. Now here's the key question. Was Daniel lazy? Did he fail? No, he was relying on emotion. Motivation is emotional energy, and emotions, by their very nature, fluctuate. They are waves, they rise, and they inevitably fall. Discipline, on the other hand, is behavioral structure. It's the lighthouse that stands firm whether the sea is calm or stormy, and structure survives any mood. So why does this happen to all of us? It's simple biology. Motivation is heavily tied to a chemical in your brain called dopamine. Dopamine is released when you anticipate a reward, and it spikes when something feels new, novel, or exciting. It's the brain's way of saying, hey, this is new. Pay attention. This could be good for us. But our brains are incredibly efficient at adaptation. What felt thrilling and new on day 1 feels normal by week 2. This is a well-documented phenomenon called hedonic adaptation. It's the reason a new car, a new phone, or a new job eventually just becomes normal. It's why New Year's resolutions almost always fade by February. The gym is packed in January and half empty by March. That exciting new project you started loses its shine after a few weeks. Your brain stops giving you that big dopamine reward for the same activity. And when the chemical reward drops, the feeling of motivation drops with it. This isn't a personal failure. It's not a sign of weakness. It is normal, predictable human biology. Discipline is one of the most misunderstood concepts in self-improvement. People think discipline means suffering. They picture a drill sergeant screaming in their face, or someone living a life with no joy, no rest, no fun. But that's not it at all. Discipline simply means doing what you decided to do, long after the mood you decided it in has left. It's not dramatic. It's not about forcing yourself into misery. It's about honoring the commitment you made to your future self. It is the quiet, unglamorous act of showing up. It's going to the gym when it feels boring. It's writing 1 more page when you'd rather watch TV. It's saving that small amount of money when the urge to spend feels overwhelming. This is the discipline nobody sees. No one applauds you for the 100th time you chose a salad over fries. No one gives you a medal for the 50th morning you got up when you were tired. People only celebrate the outcome, the fit body, the published book, the financial freedom. They don't see the thousands of tiny, boring, disciplined choices that made it happen. As the author Jim Rohn said, discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. Let's look back in history. At the turn of the 20th century, the race to achieve flight was on. The man everyone expected to win was Samuel Langley. He was a famous scientist, a secretary of the Smithsonian Institution. He had a $50,000 grant from the government of Fortune at the time. He had a team of the best experts and all the motivation in the world. The press followed his every move, anticipating his glorious success. Meanwhile, in Dayton, Ohio, two bicycle mechanics, Wilbur and Orville Wright, were working in relative obscurity. They had no fame, no government funding, and only about $1,000 of their own money. What did they have? Discipline. While Langley focused on the grand outcome and the big, splashy launch day, the Wright brothers focused on the system. They were obsessed with the process. They built a small homemade wind tunnel and methodically tested over 200 different wing designs. They failed, they learned, and they adjusted, day after day, in their small bicycle shop. They weren't chasing a fleeting feeling of inspiration. They were committed to the slow, tedious, unglamorous process of solving the problem. On December 8, 1903, Langley's grand, well-funded machine, the Great Aerodrome, was launched from a houseboat. It crashed spectacularly into the Potomac River. For the second time. Just 9 days later, on December 17, 1903, with no fanfare and only 5 witnesses, the Wright brothers made 4 successful flights. Langley was driven by the hope of a great outcome. The Wright brothers were driven by a system of daily, invisible work. History only remembers who won. Here's a hard truth. The path of discipline can be a lonely one. It requires saying no a lot. No to late nights when you have an early morning. No to mindless distractions when you have focused work to do. No to the easy comfort of the familiar when you are trying to build something new. And people, often with the best intentions, won't always understand. They'll say things like, "You're doing too much. You need to relax and live a little. Why are you so serious all the time?" Life is short, and they're not wrong. Life is short, but long-term success, the kind that truly compounds and creates freedom, is built quietly. It's built in the moments when you choose your future self over your present self. It is often built in solitude, not in a crowd. Here is one of the most important lessons you will ever learn. You do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. Read that again. You do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. If your success depends on how you feel on any given day, your results will always fluctuate. You will be at the mercy of your emotions. But if you depend on a structure, a system, your results will compound. The most successful people in any field are not the most motivated. They are the most consistent. And consistency is boring. It's predictable, but boring scales. Excitement doesn't. So how do you actually build this muscle of discipline? You start by forgetting about intensity. You start by lowering the bar. Make the task so small, so laughably easy, that you can't possibly say no. Don't try to read a book a week. Read 1 page a day. Don't try to do a 1-hour workout. Do 10 push-ups. Don't try to save hundreds of dollars. Save $1. Don't try to write a chapter. Write 1 sentence. Make it so small you can't avoid it. Why? Because discipline grows from repetition, not from inspiration. Every time you do that tiny action, you are casting a vote for the person you want to become. You are reinforcing your new identity. The goal isn't the action itself. The goal is to become the kind of person who shows up. Momentum is far more powerful than motivation. So let me ask you honestly, are you currently living your life relying on motivation? Or are you intentionally building a system of discipline? And what is the one area in your life where you know that quiet, boring consistency would change everything for you? Drop it in the comments below. There's power in making it public. Let's hold each other accountable. If this video challenged your thinking, like the video and subscribe to Elevate Thought for more conversations that go deeper than hype. I'll see you in the next one.